Alright, I got a special hunt for you this morning for a couple of reasons. One, it's always special when you hunt out of a canoe because it just makes it that much cooler. But another reason is I've got my granddaddy's old shotgun right here. He passed it down to me before he died, and I've always wanted to kill a turkey with it. And today I'm going to try to make it happen. So come join us and see what we can do. I found a couple turkeys in here the other day using this big creek bottom. So we're sneaking in here this morning before daylight to see if we can get close. And maybe they'll act right. So I don't know, come go with us and we'll see if we can make it happen with Granddaddy's shotgun. Well, I don't know if you can hear this turkey or not yet, but he's hammering good. And this morning, we got a special hunt right here this morning. I've got my granddaddy's old shotgun, and I got his old turkey calls. We're gonna see if we can get it done with Paw Paw's old stuff. So y'all, come go with me. This turkey's hammering.
Ooh!
This turkey's killing it. He's not that far. He's on the next ridge over. So I gotta make a loop and get on the same ridge with him. Gotta play it safe, especially when the turkey's that hot. Don't mess it up. So we're gonna go away from him, make a loop, get on the same ridge with him. See if we can yelp him up.
Ooh!
Well, that last turkey didn't work out. He came up in there and saw something he didn't like. So I made a big loop. Gonna leave him alone and try to find another one. Just got up here to this hill, hooted. I heard one gobble way off this way, so here we go. Well, this hunt right here has been 2 years in the making, and last year I tried a few hunts to take a turkey with my grandfather's old shotgun, and I just wasn't able to make it happen last year on camera. And this year I committed my last tag. In Alabama we get 5 tags, so my 5th tag I told myself, hey, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna shoot one with Paw Paw's old shotgun on camera, or I'm not going to tag out. You know, it's just all there was to it. I made myself that commitment, and this morning I was able to pull it off. And you know, just to hold this old shotgun right here in these turkey woods is it just kind of gives me chills. My grandfather passed away in 2007, and that's about the time I started turkey hunting, actually. And he was a big turkey hunter, outdoorsman through and through, you know, just a true sportsman. And when he passed away, or actually before he passed away, he gave me this shotgun right here. Passed this down to me. This is a Browning A5, made in Belgium, 30-inch full choke barrel. And man, it's special just to be able to hunt with it. But I'd never hunted with it until I started this quest to try to take one on camera with this old gun. And you know, I guess the reason that I wanted to do it on video is to be able to pass it on down to my son. You know, I think about all the stories that this old gun has, and there's no telling, you know, how many turkeys it's killed, and maybe deer and whatever else. And this morning we added one more story to the list, and I'm able to document this one. And my son, which is named after my grandfather, the grandfather that passed this gun down to me. Hopefully we'll be able to watch this hunt one day and just relive the memories and you know, be a part of something that I'm passionate about, and I know my grandfather was passionate about. And just an awesome morning. As you'll see in the video, we got his old calls, and that's what I was using this morning. When my grandfather passed away, you know, there was boxes of hunting stuff, and I found a box that had a lot of old turkey calls in it. It also had these old gloves I was wearing this morning and this face mask. And so this morning I came out here, no turkey vest, no seat cushion, just his old shotgun, his old calls, gloves and face mask, and brought the video camera along to document it. But it's just an awesome morning. It's so special because these calls probably hadn't been used in, gosh, I don't know how long time. And hopefully you'll be able to see it on video. Sat down on this turkey and called him up, and he answered these old calls, and they probably don't sound anything like they did back when they were new. But I'll show you a close-up here in a minute. This is made and tested by world champion turkey caller Ben Rogers-Lee. He was a 1970 world champion, 1972 and 1973 national champion, 1973 southeastern champion. He's from Coffeyville, Alabama. For those of you that don't know Ben Rogers-Lee, he was a legend in Alabama for being just an awesome woodsman and a great turkey hunter and turkey caller as well. And so that's pretty cool to be able to use his call. He's passed away, gosh, I don't know, a long time ago. Here's an old Lynch world champion turkey caller from 1958. Still sounds pretty good. And this is a little scratch box you probably saw me use this morning. I'm no expert in scratch boxes, so there's probably somebody out there that could tell me more about how to use them. But this morning it did the trick. It sounded good. This old turkey gobbled at it the first time I used it. Man. But to be able to call a turkey up with these old calls and shoot it with my granddad's old shotgun is just, man, it's something special to me. I can tell you that. And down here in these Alabama hardwoods along this creek, I can tell you it's a special morning. This old turkey, he was kind of tricky. We got on him, or I got on him this morning, right off the roost. He gobbled good on the limb, flew down and was gobbling good. He was up in some pines, and I got on the same ridge with him and got in position, and I yelped at him on the old twin hen. He came in, and I was expecting him to come. You know, you always hope them to come right down your barrel, and they never do, but I was expecting him to come up kind of in between those two ridges and in that little saddle, but instead he popped up over to my left, and I cut my eyes over, and he saw me about the time I saw him, and he putted and just kind of eased on off around, made a big circle. I knew he wasn't spooked that bad, so I just left him alone, and made a big loop and went to go check another spot. And actually I heard one gobble when I hooted over there, and I just couldn't. He gobbled one time, and I couldn't get a real good bearing on him, so I just decided to go up on top of a real big steep ridge and hang out for a minute until either this turkey fired back up or another turkey gobbled. And sure enough, this turkey gobbled at a crow not long after I was up there. It was the same one I was on this morning. I could tell, man, he's a real small turkey. He's probably 16 pounds. I mean, he's not heavy at all. Just a small frame, but he's got about probably 8 or 9 inch beard, full fan, about inch long spurs. He's a nice turkey. He's just kind of small. But I noticed that this morning the first time I saw him. And then I got in here close and struck him again with a hoot, and he was 200 yards or so down this ridge. I pulled out the old twin hen in that little scratch box and went to work, and next thing I know, he starts cutting the distance. And finally he gobbles I'm not sure if I had the camera on at that time or not. It'd been several minutes. He got quiet. I figured he was coming. And what he did is he stayed up on the ridge above this little creek bottom. He dropped off back over here to my left. Once again, he pops up to my left. And I think I tried to get the camera on him. I'm not sure if it worked out good or not, but I swung this old 30-inch barrel through the woods and picked up on him when he came out behind that big pine tree over there. I let him have it. Paw Paw's old shotgun shot true this morning and laid him down. So I guess I'm going to sit here for a little while, take it in, enjoy this beautiful morning, and then I'm going to take this turkey home to the house and show him to my son. Didn't even eject the shell. How about that? A little tip from Paw Paw right here. I noticed when I got his old box call, this is the way I found it. It was in this sock, and I noticed the sock looked weird. He had my grandmother cut one of his old socks and stitch it up on the inside to make it fit his box call. So I guess when you have socks that don't match in the laundry room or whatever, we can get our wives to sew up the end of it. Makes a good box call holder.